Good evening everyone and welcome to another brand new episode of Haunted Scouse, where tonight on this special episode we are here in the heart of our city centre once again.
Yeah, massive thanks to Anthony. We have been invited to explore and see what we can capture at the Epstein Theatre, better known to some of our older viewers, including myself there before he says anything, as the Neptune Theatre, but is now known as the Epstein Theatre, and we have had the great privilege of being one of the few paranormal teams to be invited in to see what we can find. Some of the biggest names in theatre, TV and film have been here over the years. Some of the biggest acts have been on this stage, and now we're here.
I mean, just to think who has actually stood on this stage before, and now we get the privilege of actually being here.
But yeah, come on, let's see what we can find at the Epstein Theatre.
Hi there, I'm Anthony Proctor, the theatre manager and programmer of the Epstein Theatre. Now, the Epstein, the original building was built in 1911. It was created into a theatre in 1913, or actually a music hall known as the Crane Music Hall, and then it was created into a theatre in 1938 known as the Crane Theatre. In 1968, everybody knows this building as the Neptune Theatre, and then in 2011 the venue was reopened and renamed the Epstein Theatre. So that's a very quick history of the venue. It's been used for all different things. It's a 5-storey building. It was originally a music shop, and then it was converted into a theatre, a music hall first, so people would come and see fantastic music recitals here, and then later on they'd come and see brilliant theatre, and then it's been a wonderful theatre ever since 1938. The original stage in this building was just behind where everybody comes in to the theatre now. So where the mahogany doors are, the original stage was there at the Crane Music Hall, and patrons would come and hear fantastic music recitals. And it was used as a bit of a marketing gimmick. So people would come and see wonderful piano recitals or violin recitals, and then they'd go downstairs to the music store at the end of the performance and buy the sheet music, or if they were so inclined, they'd purchase a piano. The Epstein Theatre is a Grade 2 listed building. The proscenium arch, which is the frame which frames the stage, is actually Grade 1 listed. And if you come to the theatre, you'll notice a fantastic N emblem above the stage on the proscenium arch. That stands for Neptune, and as I said, that's Grade 1 listed. We can't do anything about it to enhance that. That's got to stay as it is. But the building itself is a wonderful Grade 2 listed building. So you might notice that the theatre is decorated in a Roman style. Now that happened in 1968 when the venue was renamed the Neptune Theatre after the Roman god of the sea. So you can see that there are Roman columns, there's wreaths everywhere, there's lovely, there's Roman urns either side of the stage. Originally The seats were not red, like I'm sitting on now, they were blue, and the carpet was blue as well, to really link in with that idea of Neptune, which also links with Liverpool's maritime history. And as you can see, all around the auditorium is a lovely wave pattern on the dado rail. So everything that you will see in the auditorium links in with our history as the Neptune Theatre. So the fabric of the building really hasn't changed since the 1960s. And originally, what's beyond the stage is actually a 130-year-old building that was redeveloped into the building that I'm sitting in right now. So the Crane brothers, who owned the building originally, purchased a 130-year-old building to create the theatre, create the Cranes Theatre, and they developed into that building so that they could have what's known as a fly floor, and a fly floor enables scenery and curtains to be lifted up and down during a performance. That's very important for a theatre like this. We need to be able to have a fly floor. We have the only heritage fly floor in Merseyside. It's still hemp lined, so ropes that you would primarily see on ships, they have been used here in our backstage, so the flymen can pull up curtains and scenery. The gentlemen on the walls are a link to the building's original use as a music store. So they are the classical composers. To my left, you have Beethoven and Mozart. To my right, you have Bach and Wagner. Every time someone asks me, I can only name 2 out of 3 on both sides. So maybe you can have a little look and have a think about who the one I don't know is on my left and on my right. So the venue was reopened after a COVID shutdown in October 2021. We're so pleased to be able to re-enliven this cultural gem in Liverpool. £50,000 has been already invested into getting the venue back up and running. There's lots of big plans for what the venue might be in the future, and part of my role is that I program the venue, so I talk to all of the acts that want to play here and want to perform here, and I decide what is shown at the Epstein. It's a fantastic job, but I can't answer my emails fast enough. So many artists want to come and present their fantastic shows here at the Epstein Theatre for our wonderful audiences. So there's loads and loads of things coming on. We have a variety of amazing acts. So we show dance, we show drama, we show music, we show comedy. It's a fantastic venue for a comedy show, really intimate. Everyone has a fantastic view. There is pantomime and something for haunted Scouse viewers. We have the haunting of Blaine Manor on the 4th of November. So get your tickets at www.epsteintheatre.co.uk. I'm sure that'll be a brilliant show, especially for you. The Epstein is right in the heart of Liverpool city centre. We're actually 3 stories up here in a wonderful Grade 2 listed building. We are on Hanover Street, about a 2-minute walk from Central Station and about 5 minutes from Liverpool 1. Really easy bus links to get here, and obviously right next to the train station. So there's no excuse not to come and visit us.
So Anthony, got to ask the question, obviously with Haunted Scouse being here, are there any hauntings here at the Epstein Theatre?
Well, the 2 stories I've heard is that a gentleman had an accident from the balcony behind me and broke his neck, and he still wanders the theatre. He has a liking for actresses, and he will show up in the dressing rooms in the mirror of the actress that he has a particular liking to. So that's one story. And then in the 50s, an actress apparently saw this ghost, and she was so taken by the visiting that she had a heart attack and died. So she wanders around all dressed in white, looking for somebody that she's lost. So they're the 2 stories that I've heard.
That's brilliant. I mean, they're good old-fashioned ghost stories for the theatre.
Good old-fashioned goosebumps here now.
After talking to Anthony and hearing all about the history of the Epstein Theatre, it was now time for one final walk around and check all the equipment before going lights out and carrying out a full investigation of the Epstein Theatre.
Well, that's got a hell of a range on it. Not even the right height level, are we? Hello? Someone definitely is on that stage. Hello? Weird now, I'm still right next to it and it's not even going off. Right, let's get your ass down here, let's get investigating. So basically, it took a little while to get going because of trying to find electricity for lights and things like that, but whilst the minute we went lights out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We've had the Paratunes box has just been going constant on the stage, which I think so there must be something going, or something's on that stage basically. But as you can hear now, it's quiet. But the minute we walked in, just then it was going off, and obviously we've got the lock-offs upstairs on the balcony that'll prove that. But yeah, we've still got kit in our hands. We're literally just about to start, but it's building up already, isn't it? So. See just where Chris's finger is, he moves it out the way. Yeah, we've got a very ominous atmosphere now, isn't it? I think maybe if we go down to the stage and maybe start off down there.
It's calling us straight to the stage, isn't it? So yeah, come on guys. Hi, my name is Chris, this is Adam.
Hello.
We've just come to say hello.
We don't mean you any harm or any disrespect. We're just here to see this absolutely stunning theatre and maybe try and communicate with you. Now we've got a number of objects that you've already seen on the floor and on the chairs and upstairs that you can touch, you can play with. It's sort of like a little bit of a performance. So if you do want to come and talk to us tonight, please do. You can make yourself known through making a sound or showing yourself as a light.
Maybe you can walk towards my voice.
Again, you can knock the sensitivity on that thing, but you stood right there and it should really pick you up there, shouldn't it?
Walk down and it hasn't gone off. So that kind of debunks the idea that right at the back of there, we're setting that off. But guys, you'll see, we've been up on that balcony at the top and it's been going off. Because just for the test shot, I'll walk along the front of the stage.
It's a very temperamental thing. It goes off when it wants, doesn't it? But that's quite an interesting one, isn't it?
Certainly, it's a tense start.
Definitely. I mean, now the lights are off. What I say? Now the lights are off. It's completely different, isn't it? I mean, it's very, very warm. Got to say that.
Oh God, both in t-shirts tonight.
It's lovely, you know, coming up to winter now as well. And we're indoors, which is brilliant. But yeah, it's very, very different. I've got to say, it's a great place walking around and doing all our B-roll. But now, time to investigate. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
So, what do you think? What should we do first then, maybe?
I think, given the audio quality we're in a theatre, we need to start with an S-box and just maybe if one of us stands on the stage with the S-box and the other one just steps down a little bit, because the audio will carry on it. And yeah, you know, let's see if anyone wants to perform via the S-box, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah. Right, okay, guys. So. I'm going to go with the S-box. I've moved the paratunes off to the side whilst I'm on the stage. We've still got the strip light behind us, and we've got the K2 meter. We've still got all cat balls are littered around the seats on the edge of the stage. So let's see if we can't get a performance out of the S-box tonight. Is there anybody here that would like to perform for us tonight?
Oh, great.
Thank you. Can you maybe tell us your name?
Didn't realise there was 2 seats in front of it.
This is quite intense, standing up here in pitch black, I've got to be honest.
1 second, just do that. Oh, hang on.
Something about the stage then. Can you see me on the stage?
That was like a no.
That's all again behind you. So you sat in the seats behind Abby. Maybe you can move forward. That should have a good shot in your hair.
Yeah. I feel very,
And even that one there.
very apprehensive now.
Can I hear you performing? Is it you guys can hear singing? tell us the name of the theatre? That was a performance, that. What's that? The Neptune, maybe. Oh, Pennsylvania. In silence, sorry. My apologies. Are you performing? What is it you're performing for us? Piano.
Can you perhaps give us a year that may be important to you or important to the building? What's that? Is that a cat ball, is it? That was a help, wasn't it?
Help with? She's coming. Oh, I really don't like to do the baby. This is probably the freakiest I've ever felt in a place, and I'm not constantly like, I'm being watched.
Something may have passed up through the camera as well, from bottom to top there too.
I'm on everything, you know. I apologise, guys. I'm trying to interact and ask questions, but it's tense. Are you next to me? To the Queen? Did you perform maybe? The Neptune again. Is that what you remember this place as? The Neptune? Damn. Can you come towards me? Come on. We know you're up there and you're sat down here. We placed all the seats up before we started. Maybe you can knock one of the seats down, show us where you sit. We're only here performing for one night. We'd love you to join us in our performance. This is a one-off show called Haunted Scouse. You want to be part of this show? Please come forward. Come and be a star.
You perhaps backstage waiting for your turn to come on?
Let it settle for a couple of moments, guys, but that seemed to swell the energy around, especially being up here on the stage. Something that we've got in mind we're going to do later on, guys, is not going to be nice for the one of us that is here, but equally we've got activity up there as well. Yeah. Again, as we always say, guys, if you think you've heard anything there, please drop it in the comments for us if we've missed anything. But that was, yeah, I'm sure I heard Neptune twice, which goes back to, you know, the original theatre. Well, thank you if you were interacting and coming forward to let us know you're here. Maybe you've gone backstage, so we'll come backstage to try to find you there.
Yeah, it was interesting, that, wasn't it? I mean, watching you on stage and, you know, sort of performing yourself, but then equally, you know, the activity was all behind me with everything that was flashing and that was going off. So you are sort of looking over your shoulder, thinking, oh, you know, something might just end up grabbing you, or well, it's it does seem to be that it's everywhere at the minute, isn't it? I feel like maybe just taking a seat either side possibly and just sitting for a little bit and sort of listening, calling out and trying to get a feel for the building and hopefully talk to whoever's here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, come on, let's take a seat.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, hello.
Thank you. If that's you trying to perform for us, could you maybe make the lights on the stage go off for us? Maybe go towards the back of the stage. Or maybe you can make a noise. Maybe try and show yourself as a light. We don't mean you any harm or any disrespect. You perhaps just visiting here like us, as it's such a beautiful building. You still like to come here and watch shows, and watch performances.
Maybe.
And I take that as a yes.
Yeah, maybe do you like to still come here and perform?
Can you maybe try and bring your performance into the audience? And perhaps make something light up in the audience? Or maybe you can sit on one of the seats with us and come and watch the show. Perhaps you're up on the balcony and you're looking down. Maybe you can give us a sign that you're up there and you can hear us.
If you are on the balcony, can you make a noise up there for us?
Again, you didn't move then, did you?
I am perfectly still. The only thing I moved was the camera slightly.
Yeah.
And my camera will prove that as I'm turning it.
Taxi.
Right guys, so we've pretty much covered, we've moved a bit of kit around in here just to see what happens when we're not in the main theatre, if you like. We're going to go through this door behind us here and to the backstage and show you the original dressing rooms and the original green room and just little original areas of the theatre, as Anthony's already told you. So
yeah, it'll be quite funny now to see sort of how it is in darkness, because I went down there and did all the B-roll, so Chris hasn't been back there yet, and
No.
yeah, already you've probably seen there was a few funny noises that already got me. So oh shit, the bed. Shitting hell. Hey. You're glad I came down here, aren't you? You. Yeah, fingers crossed whoever or whatever is maybe backstage and waiting for their turn, maybe to come out and perform.
yeah, so come on.
That's why I stood there, because that's the exact noise that got me. You see, it's interesting, isn't it? Because you've got that, like the rink. You can see the 360 and the ramp off.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky.
Yeah.
Quite interesting though. But yeah.
See what I mean? Doing B-roll, hear that, come in, see that. It's just like, oh my gosh. But I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? You feel a bit quite privy to this. You know, not many people come back here, do they? You know, this is something that when you're sat out there in the wings waiting for the performance, this is sort of, you know, where all the hustle and the bustle is, and the activity, and it is quite I just feel quite humble, really, and it's quite a special kind of place to be.
Yeah, very fortunate, yeah. That's this, the green room.
No, the green room's down.
So what's this?
I don't know, I didn't film down there, but I didn't actually walk down there, and I don't think we actually walked down there when we came round, so we'll be walking into the abyss here.
No. Right, so we actually don't know where we're going here, guys. There's something on the floor up there. Ah, it's backstage.
No. It's so deceiving, isn't it? So it's a stage left, is it?
Yeah. That will take us back out into the seating area, guys.
It's just a maze, isn't it? When you come around here.
So again, as we just said, guys, we're giving you, this is, as Adam said, we're quite privy. We're privy to the old stage door. You know, this is backstage at the Epstein. That nobody usually gets to see it.
No, I mean, you can just imagine sort of back in the day, especially where we are now, it's just a lot of hustle, a lot of bustle running through to and from. I mean, there's even the shower just there as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can imagine that it is maybe even between scenes, it's a quick shower and then it's back out.
Yeah, exactly, fresh
It's very well equipped, let's say, with all the dressing rooms and the green room and things for really, really big performances, which obviously will be coming your way in the not so distant future. So definitely get yourself down here for a nose and a performance.
What's that step line?
Yes, yeah.
So it is done. You know, I enjoy doing this show. I don't want to do it on my own.
Just a little room, and then there's a dressing room.
Is that a mirror? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna say now it is big, isn't it?
Now. Yes! That's what I was waiting for. I was just about to say, well, whatever it was down here must have been paranormal because there was a very loud bang, but that didn't actually come on. But it was great to see your reaction. It's calm, it's fine, it's this. This is where the real performance is.
Old man, could have died.
Honestly though, do B-roll back here, you know, down in the depths on your own, and that's gone off, and that's gone off upstairs as well. It's, yeah, I think, obviously what we're seeing, you know, it's great to obviously see all the dressing rooms, but everywhere we go, it has got a bit of aircon, which understandably, you know, it really has to have. So I think what we'll do, the green room, I know it's probably one of the quietest, and it's one of the biggest as well. So maybe if we turn on one of the apps in there and just sit for a bit, maybe do some calling out, see what we get.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go in. Okay, so for the first time tonight we'll run the Spirit Talker app and we'll see who or what would like to maybe come through and communicate with us. Feel quite relaxed, you know, probably should be because we're in the green room. It's where performers will be chilling out, just waiting for show time. I don't know about you, mate, I feel quite comfy on these couches.
Yeah, they're very low. I might have a job getting up off these, mate. You might have to give us a hand. But yeah, compared to standing on that stage, yeah, this is quite cosy. Daddy, okay. I mean, maybe performers brought the kids with them.
Okay, so if there is anybody here who would like to come and talk to us, there's a device over on this couch that you can choose a word and we can try and have a conversation. Did you perhaps perform here in this building? Nervous.
Nervous.
Obviously.
Well, yeah.
For a word like that to come through, we're in the green room and it's supposed to be as relaxing as possible, but what are you going to be, mate?
You'd be nervous,
exactly.
Definitely.
Most definitely. So thank you. So assuming whoever we're talking to maybe performed here, they're waiting to go onto stage, might be rehearsing some lines, maybe a little bit nervous. This is where you pace up and down, waiting for showtime. You, maybe you're male, or maybe you're a female. You can try and give us your name.
It's us.
It's us. Okay. So just try and help myself and Chris. Who is us? Okay, you can try and give us your name or your names. That would be fantastic. And then we know if we're talking to a male or a female, or maybe perhaps one of each.
Mike.
Okay.
Okay, you asked for the name.
Did so. Quite a common name as well.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had Mike through before. Okay, so hello Mike. Is it just yourself? Or is there anybody else with you? You said it's us. So it's Mike and...
That was me shoes, by the way, before you say anything.
So who are you with, Mike?
Ben. Okay.
Could you maybe tell us been any accidents in the building that you know of? Maybe you said burn, possibly something gone wrong during the show, somebody was burnt, something went wrong, maybe going back further, did anything happen in the building that maybe you could tell us? We could try and shed some light on it. That you think you're alive, or you know you're alive, or you wish you're still alive. Maybe you can try and show yourself to us, or maybe make a noise. I say the EMF meter's actually flickering on this for the first time, but it's usually static on 2, but it's like 1 flickering to 2. But,
Call out.
okay. So if there is anybody here in this building, and that includes on stage or in the audience, who wants to come and talk to us, can you make yourself be known now? You hear that?
Got the chair.
The chair. Behind me.
I've seen you move, and I've got the whole sofa in shot.
I don't know if the chair is many times. This is getting silly now.
Hey, listen, it started with me, it's moved to you with the old chairs, so yeah.
That's 3 times. I think that's the last 3 places we've been. Maybe I'm just getting fat. It's just like chairs are just giving way on me. But I've been sat forward for, I don't know, a good 3-4 minutes, haven't I? So
Yeah.
why that would suddenly then like make a noise or like
Alice.
don't be crazy. So Blanche, Alice, got 2 names there. You perhaps somewhere in the building. You perhaps the lady who walks here. It's mad, I know we can hear enjoy a little bit of noise, excess noise from outside, but all I'm hearing in my head is the...
Yes, I'm here.
All I'm hearing is
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like ingrained now in my head. You on stage, perhaps? Maybe you were just an audience member, somebody who loved to come here, and you're still eagerly waiting for
Call.
waiting for the call, possibly.
Yeah,
that
but
call.
curtain call.
Exactly. So you're waiting for that call, so we know that shows are going to start very soon, and maybe the anticipation's building. You've seen the activity in the building, you've seen more people here. You know that they're getting ready for something.
I mean, we'd go back to the call, mate, and curtain call. We're the main act tonight, so maybe it's actually saying we're needed on stage.
Possibly. Yeah, it's quite an interesting point, that. So maybe it is time to move on then, and we'll go and perform and maybe go out and see what's been waiting for us.
Yeah, exactly. I think what we'll do, guys, we'll keep the spirit talk running while we're going, but maybe that is our curtain call, and it's time to go back to the stage and see what else the Epstein Theatre has in store. Arthur. So
let's go.
Yeah, come on then.
I'm going to go through the cycle there.
Yeah.
On the left.
Oh. In fact, if you go before me, then you call again. Right,
we're
go on
getting
then.
even closer to,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see nothing in it, to be honest.
Put a torch on if need be, mate.
So, call for haunted Scouse. Stage entrance left. Let's go.
Good. Okay.
That's fine. You know what that is? It's like a... right, there we go.
Yeah, because I'll be able to. I'll see you walking on stage up there. Darkness.
Hello?
It seems smoky. Hi.
Okay, so we are back. Time for haunted Scouse to appear.
We've answered the call. Sorry we're late. We know you called us twice. Just took a little bit of time to find our way back to the stage.
If you are here with us, you try and make yourself be known. Perhaps give us another word through the device. Make one of the objects light. Make one of the objects light up. Maybe Florence, that is you, the lady who's been seen here. Try and maybe show yourself to us.
Come on, please don't be shy. This is the audience participation part. Come on. Please join in. The flash?
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
I thought it was like along the bottom here. Oh, what?
I thought the flash was you.
No?
Because of seeing
If
it.
it went like that,
Yeah. Don't know whether the
you'd
camera.
still have to really push that to even get anything out
Yeah,
of that.
exactly. It definitely wasn't a torch.
It was right along the bottom there, so the
Yeah.
only thing that's along the bottom there is the parachutes, but maybe it's lit up and not gone up. It was like along the bottom here.
Frustratingly, when we checked the lock-off camera, the lights that we both saw on the floor just in front of the stage are not visible on the night vision camera. However, upon reviewing the intro camera, we did find that we captured the very same light flash on the back of one of the chairs. Maybe this was an old patron of the Epstein Theatre who'd once again come to watch a show.
Take one step back. No.
Accident.
I've just said I'll just take one step back because literally, guys, there's the edge of the stage and there's my feet. And I've just said I'll take one step back for that very reason, to avoid that. Thank you. Acknowledgement that we're being careful. We do appreciate it.
Maybe perhaps you're referencing an accident that may have happened in the building somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Can you show yourself where there was an accident? We know that there was a gentleman that hurt himself here, and we're very, very sorry to hear that. Maybe you could come and say hello. But if there's an area where you like to sit or stand...
Tears.
Tears.
Tears. Accidents, tears. I suppose there would have been plenty.
Exactly.
Or I suppose there'd be happy tears and sad tears and sort of, you know, like a lot of emotion on the stage. And yeah, who knows? It's, I don't know, it's such a... I mean, backstage is really interesting, isn't it? And obviously getting those words to call us kind of back out here. And then
Hunter.
And we're back out here. And yeah, again, it seems to have got that vibe to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, you're definitely watched. It's like any second now you'd expect like multiple cat balls to just start flashing. Because all of a sudden the energy comes around of where everybody is. Yeah, honestly.
Maybe if we try and go up on the balcony, since we haven't been up there yet, and
Yeah.
do a bit of calling
exactly.
out and see maybe if some of the equipment down here wants to light up whilst we're up in the cheap sheets.
Yeah.
I need to do that again because I said sheets. So yeah, let's maybe head up to the cheap seats because struggle to get that out, didn't I? Yeah. Cheap seats. That's what I was trying to say. The cheap seats because we are cheap
Piper,
people.
pick the pecker, pickle peppers.
So yeah, before I struggle any further, I think we best make a move.
Yeah, come on.
Right. Hello again.
Hi.
Decided to come all the way up onto the balcony. Perhaps maybe you're up here with us. Or maybe you're still down on the main stage. If you'd like to maybe light something up. Perhaps you can show yourself on a photograph if you go on stage now. Maybe you can come and sit next to myself or Chris.
Please make a noise and let us know where you are. What's it like 3 notes then off the... What's here like two chimes off Paratunes.
Okay. So if you are up here with me, you perhaps maybe try and light up the ball that's just on the side. It'll let me know that you're here. Perhaps you can make a sound. Maybe come and sit down next to me, or even possibly behind me. All right.
Whoa,
What's up?
there's just been someone stood next to me. Right. Oh, there's just been someone stood next to me.
Really?
Oh my god. Whoa, mate.
Where about were you?
Ah. Okay.
It's interesting that cat ball's flashing as well.
There's just been someone stood there.
Where?
Right. That camera's going to have me walking in, hopefully. Literally. On this thing. Literally where I've got to walk back out now. Cat ball's going off as well.
Yeah.
As I've just got to here, literally the equivalent of walking there, I walked out and bumping back three seats down. There was someone stood looking towards the stage. What's going on? I apologise for my language, but you scared me. Oh my god, that just nearly ended me.
Can you try and do that again for me, please? Maybe try and show yourself to Chris.
I do apologise, and I've took my hat off now. Maybe that I should have took my hat off. But I do apologise. And guys, I know that's what you guys up there want to see. But that's one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me. Without a shadow of a doubt, I've just walked past somebody stood there, and I can't see anything down here because I've got a torch in my hand, it's not on. Literally what I can see is from lights up at the top where Adam is.
You go and sit them or stand wherever you said that you saw it.
Yeah, I'm calling it.
Yep.
Is that seat still up? Yeah, there's no seats down.
I mean, if there was a seat down now, that would be brilliant. But interestingly, there is a cat ball right on the edge of one of those seats there as well. But so,
where you're looking at me, this is where the person was standing. He was standing and he was just watching the show. Not looking at me, he didn't turn to look. So it wasn't an acknowledgement. They were stood looking straight out. And here's the walkway here. And literally I've walked out the walkway, seen them there. And oh my god. Oh mate. I am right now freezing cold, and I know it's part. It's a huge part of the fact that I think most of the blood's just left me body.
So come on, can you try and maybe show yourself again for us, please? Maybe as a light?
I mean, do I stay down here now? Do we come back up there, or? Where's that?
That something flashed then. I don't know if it was the paratunes or... But again, it was similar.
What flashed then?
I don't know. I thought, because I'm pointing at you, it seemed to be sort of stage way. But I don't know. Does that mean stay down there, or?
See these flashes? Are we seeing spirit lights here?
I generally don't know, but they are.
There again. What was that?
It's every time that I'm not looking.
Do you know what? You'll come to think of it, right? And I hope my audio's carrying up there. If not, I'll use the audio off this camera. When we've listened to Anthony talk about the fact that where you are is where someone fell from there and allegedly died here, where I've just seen a figure standing, and I've just said it nearly ended me. But then the other story is about the actress who was waiting in one of the dressing rooms and allegedly saw this figure in the mirror and died of a heart attack.
Nearly took its second victim there, didn't it?
Well, I've just literally nearly become that story for Anthony.
Come on, wherever you are. You try and come and talk to us again, come and communicate. Oh, that was on cue, wasn't it? Thank you.
This time I can't be accused of moving. You are here. I've got the device in my hand. Can you walk towards me and tell me your name? Maybe you can step off the stage.
Really strange how it was silent for so long and then it's just constant now. I think we're going to come down, mate. Okay. I don't think there's much going on up here. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. You're there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Try and fucking talk, shall we? Go on this right on.
Yes, there's a cat ball halfway down.
So careful. Just, absolutely put myself on.
In all the time I've been doing Haunted Scouse, guys, that is probably the scariest thing that's ever happened to me, and I know what I saw. I know literally right here where I've got my hand, there was a gentleman stood there, just stood looking out and enjoying the show. Yeah. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it funnily enough, it correlates with what we've heard about what sadly happened here and where it happened. We've had cat ball activity right here. This is a very active place. This particular in here in the theatre is just energised.
I mean, I suppose it's where you think the most activity really should be, shouldn't it? Because all the people, all the hustle, all the bustle, and I suppose, the main activity should really be what we've all come to see on the stage. So if there is anyone in here with me, Now Chris is gone, maybe you can make yourself known to me. My name's Adam. Maybe you can try and show yourself to me. Maybe you're out in the audience somewhere. Maybe try and light up one of the devices and show me where you are. You might flick it now. You next to me? Oh, something definitely flashed now.
Right guys, so what we're going to do, Adam's got his camera over there, we've moved this lock-off camera to here. Yeah, we're going to do the Estes method. I've got the blindfold, I've got the headphones, and yeah, so I will put this on, I'll give the young one a thumbs up, and then as we know, Adam will ask the questions, but I will speak what I hear through the S-Box, so yeah. God, that's already bad enough, you know. Just the bleeding blindfold is bad enough. Right.
Nope. Cat ball. Are you happy that Chris is on stage?
Did he push her? Melissa.
Okay, so you probably know by now that I won't say anything sort of the first minute or two. Just to sort of see what Chris comes out with.
She's insane. Dead.
Do you perhaps know you're dead? Maybe you're in here with us now?
Evil.
Maybe show us where
I've been something to you.
Maybe try and show us where you are.
The young.
You perhaps someone who performed here? Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Bless me.
Pre-warning like that.
Building.
Can you tell us what building that we're in? Maybe the name?
Ears.
Maybe the name of the building? Or the name of the
Like
road?
a constant piano.
Is that you possibly performing for us? Maybe using a piano?
Cry. She died.
Is this perhaps the lady?
Behind you. I hope not. She is.
I mean, again, you can go back to that sort of pantomime sort of thing that he's behind you.
Thank you.
Calling out, so maybe it's perhaps it's that, but we've got the camera on
Safe.
stage. We've got the camera on stage anyway that will see behind Chris anyway, so hopefully if you are behind Chris, maybe you can light something up.
Positive. Concert.
So, is this where you used to come to watch concerts? Perhaps you can tell me where you used to sit? Maybe you can show me where you used to sit?
Threaten me.
I don't mean you any harm. Neither does Chris.
Ha ha.
It's Nelson from The Simpsons, is it? Were you the one who tried to scare Chris before? By showing yourself? Maybe you can
All
do it.
the people.
Maybe you could do it again. Or if there's more than one, you try and show yourself to us now.
He fell.
Bit of a knock there as well. Who fell?
Over.
Try and give us the name of the person who fell.
They lit up.
And you try and light them up again.
I died. I died. Shouted like that. That was, I died. That actually sounded like it was coming through one side.
Just needs to calm it down a little, doesn't it? So,
Adam.
hello. Maybe try and give us your name. You know mine, you know Chris's. And tell me who you are. Perhaps what year it is.
Heightened.
Obviously Chris is tightening the senses there because he can't
Angry.
see, can't hear. So maybe,
Hurt him. Cold.
maybe not hurt him, but I suppose you can maybe try and push him or touch him. Maybe nudge him. Just let him know that you're next to him. Just give us a sign that you're here and you can hear my voice. So anything else you want to tell us before we have to go? Thank you. I was pointing at that as well. Perhaps you want to tell us that's where you are? Maybe you can knock the seat down? Can you maybe try and do that for me now?
Stop. And clap.
And try and make one more noise for me. Or maybe tell Chris that it's over now. Thank you. Thank you.
took the headphones off, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, that got intense a bit, very angry. That male voice, I died.
Yeah, you boomed
But
it.
it was strange, obviously, we got the headphones on like stereo, but it sounded like it was through one ear. I died. Oh, man. This has drained me, this place tonight.
Yeah. I mean, funnily enough, that's the fourth time that's gone off. It's only really just started since you've took the headphones off, and it's still going now.
Like they've been watching the performance and I've finished.
Maybe it's the ovation you deserve.
I'm knackered. I really am. Suddenly, just drained and
Yeah.
like physically aching. Oh, I'm so glad it's Saturday tomorrow, guys. That's all I can say. I'm gonna lie in. But no, this seems to have. It seems to be since I've had me scare over there. It's like I let it kind of get a grip of me a little bit and get the better of me.
Don't know. See again. Now, the only thing I can think of there, it was the EMF.
No,
But-
that was white.
Yeah, it's so strange, isn't it? I cannot pinpoint, and it's always when I'm not looking at it.
Yeah.
But that lock off up there
That
should
lock
pay
up
dividends.
there, you should get that.
I don't know what on earth. I'm starting to think. I was starting to think it was maybe whatever, like the other lights that were up there, and something's reflecting off that and shining back.
You and me have just been. That was on the floor.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
that was exactly what was what was there a minute ago.
Are we
or
seeing
before.
spirit lights?
There's got to be a logical explanation for that. But yet again, not until we look at a lock off. So
Yeah.
just for I don't know, maybe it might be worth sitting on the front row and hopefully seeing if we can get that light again. Maybe there's something underneath the stage that we don't know about.
Should we do spirit talk, and if I'll film you sitting there, or again? Yeah, where's that this time?
It's sitting here and seeing wherever the hell that is.
Is it
Is it
something
that?
under the stage?
That's what I'm thinking. It's either that or that's rotating round or something. But we need to just sit on this front row and see what.
Yeah.
What's what. Got up to it 5 minutes before, but-
Yeah.
I'm just sitting sort of waiting. There's got to be something logical for that.
So-
There is anybody in here with us now, just before we leave? Just before we leave? So intently watching now. It's really going to frustrate me.
I know. I mean, I'm with my own eyes. I'm waiting to see, but I've got you in the shot with
Yeah.
the understage doors in the shot.
Is there anything else you'd like to do or like to say before we leave? We want to thank you for having us here, for communicating with us you maybe like us to come back another time? Maybe see you again and talk to you again? Or maybe perhaps you've had enough of us and you'd rather we left? Perhaps if you'd like us to leave, you could give us some sort of sign. You've had enough now.
That was a loud bang. And that felt like underneath that. And again. That was a loud bang. That felt like underneath that. And again.
Yeah, I think it's starting to draw to a close, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting to that time of night where the performance would be coming to an end.
It's time to maybe lower the curtain down on today's episode.
Yeah.
So, there we have it, the Epstein Theatre. What do you think, mate?
Well,
Bit of a night for you, wasn't it?
Guys, I mean, you have all just seen it. This is a night that I will never, ever forget. And I think of this as a privileged night where I've potentially seen ghost number 4 in my lifetime, and the second one since I've been doing Haunted Scouse. The first, you all seen what happened when we went to St James's and saw something in Huskerson's tomb. But this was terrifying. There's no other way to describe it.
It's, I mean, massively the theatre itself. It's got such a feel to it that it's hard to describe. But when you're here and when the lights are off, you know, it just goes to show. Even with all our equipment scattered around, I think pretty much every bit of equipment went off up here, didn't it? And it was just a bit of a shame that the backstage area was just a little bit too. It was just a little bit too cramped, and there was a lot of noise, a lot of excess noise, so we couldn't spend as much time there as we'd like. But I think we were already called out of there to come back in here, and it was probably a good job, wasn't it? Because I think this is where we got the most activity.
That's it. I mean, putting on the Spirit Talker in the green room and getting nervous and call and taking that as our call to come to the stage, losing our bearings a little bit to get here, and it said called for the second time. Which you guys know, it very, very rarely says the same word twice, but it's like they were impatient. Come on, everyone's waiting, get to the stage.
Yeah, so it'll be really, really interesting as well for your moments as well to see if the lock-off is captured. Also, we've got the top lock-off up there that has been capturing possibly spirit lights, we don't know. So yeah, there's a lot to review, and yeah, it's just, again, an absolutely massive thank you to Anthony for letting us come in and explore and actually tick another one of the great buildings in Liverpool off, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And who knows, guys, just like the pubs and just like other places, we are hoping that we've done this place justice to the point that, you know, if anybody runs any of the other theatres in Liverpool, give us a chance, invite us in, and we will do it justice, because I think we've shown that without a shadow of a doubt, I am confident and happy to say the Epstein Theatre is haunted, and it's not very often we come out of a place and one of us is confident enough to say that. But I have no other explanation to what happened to me there coming down towards the stage. No explanation whatsoever. I know what I saw.
It'll be interesting to know what you think as well, so please remember after the video, drop it in the comments and let us know, did you see anything that we didn't see, or did you hear anything that we didn't hear or pick up on the S-Box sessions? And again, a massive thanks to you guys for your support and for helping us and getting us into places like this.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, the memberships and attending events and everything, there's super thanks, super chats. We cannot thank you guys enough. What you are doing for us has got us there.
You know, it's got us on the television, and we're just growing and growing, and you're going to come with us. But
yeah, I think lastly, get yourselves onto the Epstein Theatre website, which we'll put down here now. We'll put a few contact details down there, and why don't you go and see The Haunting of Blythe Manor? Okay, that'll be on very, very soon.
yeah,
As well as some other great pantomime and some other great shows that will be coming on as well. But yeah, again, just massive thanks to Anthony and the team here. And I think the least we could do is obviously support them and get your backsides in here, and obviously get on any one of these seats that you can see behind us. Maybe the seat that Chris saw that person.
exactly. And that's it. As we always say, guys, don't be shy when you come here to turn around to whoever you're handing your ticket to and say, saw this on Haunted Scouse. You know, because that's all we want. That proves that it's working for us. Getting in such historic places as this, it's a dream come true for paranormal people like ourselves. But yeah, I think it's time to go home, because
a bit of rest, and then obviously the next one for us is going to be our big one. It's going to be our Halloween episode of the Ancient Ram. So make sure you check the channel for that and hit the notification bell, and make sure that you're getting all notifications.
Yeah, exactly. But for this one, I think the last thing to say is, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're someone who's watching regularly, please consider the channel memberships, guys. You know, it all helps us build the channel, but you do get exclusive content as well as early access to brilliant episodes. But yeah, for this episode, it's time to wrap up and go home. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks very much. See you all soon.
Ta-ra.
Haunted Scouse. Haunted Scouse.